I'll say it right now, it's completely and utterly broken. Spears have been topping the meta for a while now, but it wasn't always like this. I mean, back in the day, this was definitely not the case, and people thought it was weird that I loved spears so much. Anyway, what's up guys, it's Punchy, and today we have some debunking about spears that some of you might not be happy about, but hey, I'm gonna enlighten you guys. It's safe to say that spear is very powerful in the current Deepwoken meta, and honestly, it's the best it's ever been. So according to high rank players, the spear is basically a better heavy because of its swing speed, and it's the best type of medium weapon with a better crit. So yeah, it's pretty damn good. Most endgame spear criticals are gonna be doing about a full bar of HP, and you can fully manipulate how you move with mastery over this technique. And for more about movement with spears or other weapons, check out this video where I talk about some secret tech and how you can move with your spear crit. Another giant upside for spear players is the ridiculous hitboxes on everything this weapon has. First of all, spears with about 9 range have a humongous horizontal hitbox, which is extremely forgiving, for ping, and it snipes players across the damn map. I mean, come on now, the devs say that it would be hard to use without these hitboxes, but it's pretty good. Also, a giant hitbox on the uppercut, so yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Another thing going for all spears in the game is their massive skill tree, and just like rapier and dagger, we have a ton of talents that we get to use. Yeah, this might seem unfair, but I think every single weapon class in Deepwoken will eventually have a talent tree or a skill list, but let's move on to this, and here's the moment that you've all been waiting for. It's kind of a joke in the community, I guess, of any video game that most new players or just the general player base pick the weapon that has the best stats, and there's something interesting about this that might just blow your mind. Every single player I see in Chime with a spear has the KYRS glaive or true seraph spear, and you might be unhappy to hear this, but KYRS glaive is not the best. Okay, so when comparing the stats of the KYRS glaive and the serrated war spear, it's easy to see that it's not much different. Yes, the damage values are a bit weird, but one is a little bit better than the other. If we do the math, the serrated war spear does about 35 base damage with a swing speed of 0.70, and this is very strong for a mid-game weapon. And with the KYRS glaive, this does about 33 damage with a swing speed of 0.72, and that's less than a weapon which requires 65, medium. That's crazy. Of course, these are flat damage values, and since both spears deal bleed and have the same type of damage, any resistance will affect them the same exact way, so no matter what, the serrated war spear will always do more damage than the KYRS glaive. The only noticeable difference between these weapons is that the KYRS glaive swings a bit faster and has chip damage, but at the end of the day, the serrated war spear outclasses its damage by a decent amount. Although this endgame level spear, the glaive, swings faster than the serrated war spear, a lot of players are straight up under the impression that it dealt the most damage, and yeah, this is straight up untrue. Now, something that's even more interesting is the actual spear that does the most damage in Deepwoken. So the true seraph spear, one of the rarest spears in game, does way more damage than any of these options, and I'll show you why. Right, so the last two spears dealt bleed damage, which means they're both unaffected by speed demon talents and other bleed talents. That being said, bleed weapons cannot do more damage with speed demon or other bleed talents. Basically, the true seraph spear does way less base damage than the other options, but with the speed boost, it does about 37 with a bleed proc, which is honestly heavy damage. Using speed demon, a talent that gives bleed on speed boost, or Lancer's Impale, which also gives bleed on perfect dodging, you consistently outpace every single option using the true seraph spear. So at the end of the day, if you're not too good at the spear, KYRS glaive or serrated war spear might be your pick. The KYRS glaive is forgiving with its swing speed, but it does sizably less damage than the serrated war spear. Now, if you're better with this weapon class, the true seraph spear is undoubtedly the best option in PvP. I really wanted to make this video because a lot of people were confused about why players instantly pick the KYRS glaive as their endgame spear, and it didn't make sense to me. Anyway, hopefully this cleared up some confusion about what spear is technically the best. LunarKaiser signing out. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe. We're almost at 60,000 subs, which is crazy. So thanks again, and have a good one. It's punchin' time.